Good morning, boss.
Good morning, Tatu. So, as a matter of fact, he's a professional piano player from Tucumcari, New Mexico.
Oh, I get it. He wants to be Liberace.
Hardly, Tatu. No, Mr. Dan O'Dwyer wants to go back to New York City in the year 1917, when his grandfather was one of the many songwriters who had studios on 46th Street, better known as Tin Pan Alley.
What's his fantasy?
Mr. O'Dwyer's fantasy is to find his grandfather's unpublished songs, bring them back with him now, and publish them. If indeed his grandfather actually wrote them.
This song fragment was one of several I found in a trunk in my grandmother's attic after she died.
Maybe he only wrote short songs.
Yes. Or maybe he didn't write them at all. These news clippings are about plagiarism suits filed against your grandfather, Mr. Jeremy Todd.
Sour grapes, Mr. Rourke. Even his friend George M. Cohan said grandfather was a genius. A lot of people were just plain old jealous of him.
Perhaps. Oh, I see he was about your age when he left a wife and 2 children in Wisconsin to go to Broadway, where his Irish charm quickly established him as quite a ladies' man, huh? Yes. Also, Mr. O'Dwyer, you may become very fond of him. And I remind you that Mr. Jeremy Todd was killed in action in World War I.
I can handle it, Mr. Rourke.
Very well. Whatever happens, you cannot let him or anyone else know who you really are, nor can you warn him about his impending death. If you do, your fantasy will end immediately.
I don't see a problem.
All right. Then, Mr. O'Dwyer, think of those days of long ago. New York City, 1917. Imagine 46th Street, Tin Pan Alley. It's a beautiful sun-spangled day in April. Inside every storefront shop, songwriters are at the pianos trying to sell their musical wares to the passers-by. And now, Mr. O'Dwyer, you are part of that scene. I think you'll find your grandfather, Mr. Jeremy Todd, there.
I wonder who's kissing her now. I wonder who's teaching her how. Wonder who's looking into her eyes, breathing sighs.
Mr. Rourke was right. It's my grandfather's studio. I'm really here.
Excuse me, kid.
Yeah.
I can see that you're new to the city. Todd's the name? Jeremy Todd? Todd and Cudahy. Songwriters extraordinaire.
Jeremy Todd, the composer?
I can see you've heard of me, huh?
Yeah.
Well, today's your lucky day, kid. I can see that you're interested in music. Why don't you just step inside here with me? That's it. Come right in.
Abba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-da, said the chimpy to the monk. Babba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-da, said the monkey to the chimp. All night long they chattered away, all day long they're happy and gay, swinging and singing in a honky-tonky way. Abba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-da means monk I love but you. Babba-dabba-da in monkey talk means chimp I love you too. And the big baboon one night in June, he married them and very soon they went up on their abba-dabba honeymoon.
Well, look, if you don't like that one, we got plenty more.
Oh, no, it was really good, but you see, I'm not here to buy. I'm a piano player myself. I'm looking for a job. I got a song I want you to hear.
my song. I wrote that.
You did?
You're damn right I did.
Yeah, you're damn right he did.
That's great. I mean, I just want to make sure I'm talking to the real Jeremy Todd, not some phony.
Well, I'm the Todd who wrote that tune, all right?
Great.
Well, anyway, I like your style. And you're hired. But you didn't play that tune quite right. Here, scoot over and I'll show you.
Yeah.
Now, you don't flat the third note. And you play it with just a little more, feel.
Though April showers may come your way, may bring the flowers that bloom in May. So when it's raining, have no regrets, because it isn't raining rain. You know it's raining violets. And where you see clouds upon the hills, you soon will see crowds of daffodils. So keep on looking for a bluebird and listening for his song. Whenever April showers come along.
Is that a song?
It's a wonderful song.
Dad, my boy, this lovely little lady here is Miss Carol Bowen.
Best song belter in Tin Pan Alley.
Why, thank you.
Darling, say hello to Mr. Dan O'Dwyer. From now on, he'll be tinkling the ivories for you.
Well, I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. O'Dwyer.
The pleasure is mine, Miss Bowen.
Well, what more can a girl ask for on a bright spring day than to be surrounded by 3 handsome bachelors?
Bachelors?
Oh, are you married, Mr. O'Dwyer?
Not me.
Well, I know Mr. Cudahy has just broken off his engagement. And Jeremy could never marry. Well, not without breaking every heart in the follies, the frolics, and the scandals. Isn't that right, darling?
Yes, of course, my dear. But enough of such dreary talk, huh? Dan, my boy, I think it's about time that we introduced you to a little bit of the old sod right here in New York. Gallagher's.
Oh.
Lead on, Mr. Todd. First call me Dan. And I think the Gallagher's is adequate. And you're the most attractive woman I've ever seen.
You've got a touch of the Blarney yourself, don't you, Dad?
No Blarney, Carol. I'm very attracted to you. I just hope you're not too involved with Jeremy.
And why shouldn't I be, Mr. O'Dwyer?
What I meant was, I hope you give me a chance, too.
Well, I'm not that involved yet.
Thanks, Joe.
She's here. In person, Jeremy, me lad. The Ziegfeld thrush herself. Miss Lily Barton.
Opportunity wasted is opportunity lost. Today's our lucky day. If Lily likes a song, it's a guaranteed hit. Come along, you lovely creature, and sing like you've never sung before.
What are you talking about?
I want you to sing the song I wrote for you.
Jeremy, you said I could sing that for the first time at the Hippodrome.
Yes, I know, but this is very important. Excuse me, friend.
Jeremy.
Look, please trust me and sing to bring tears to the eyes of angels. Please.
Cuddle up a little closer, lovey mine. Cuddle up and be my little clinging vine. Like to feel your cheeks so rosy, like to make you comfy, cozy, 'cause I love from
Lovely. Jeremy Todd, at your service. It's an honor to meet you, Miss Burton.
Who wrote that song? It's charming.
Well, I did. As a matter of fact, Miss Lily, I wrote it for you.
Oh, I like it. In fact, I love it. I must have it for my appearance tomorrow night at the Hippodrome.
You mean you want to sing my song at the Hippodrome? I don't know what to say.
Oh, say yes. And send a copy over tomorrow morning for rehearsal. Good day, Mr. Todd.
Good day. Did we? We did it.
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, Dan, he gave her the song you wrote for me.
What?
Where's Carol? I have to explain.
Explain what? That your two-timing Romeo would sell his soul for a $5 profit? So why'd you break in some little girl's heart?
Just what are you doing here, Mr. O'Dwyer? You're stealing my song.
I wouldn't steal the sweat off your brow.
You've copied down everything I've ever written. First of all, my fine Mr. O'Dwyer, you're fired. Second of all, I'm gonna break your thieving neck.
Oh, you're welcome to try, Mr. Todd. Come on.
Carol, darling, I tried.
Don't you Carol, darling me, you Benedict Arnold. You don't have to fire me, I quit.
But Carol...
Mr. O'Dwyer, I would be pleased if you would escort me from these premises.
With pleasure, Miss Bowen. And if this ape tries to interfere, I'll chase him up the nearest tree.
Carol, you don't realize this man is a thief.
Oh, I doubt it, Mr. Todd. If he were, he'd still be working for you.
I'm the...
Dan, I don't know anything about you. Who you are, where you're from.
I'm from a small town out west, and, I'm not much of anybody, really. Let's talk about you.
Oh, I'm not much of anybody either.
Carol, darling, I'm not going to let Jeremy Todd get away with this.
Dan?
I'll be back. I'm going to get you back your song. I want to talk to you. You're going to give Carol back her song.
Afraid I can't do that, Danny boy.
Then you're going to have to fight me. That was a dirty trick you handed Carol, and you got a beating coming. Put him up.
My God, O'Dwyer, I believe we just might make an Irishman out of you yet. But if you calm down, I'll tell you about Carol, the song, and a few other things. I like your concern for Carol. I'm rather fond of that girl myself.
Well, aren't you forgetting 2 or 3 little things? Like your wife and kids back in Wisconsin?
How do you know about them?
Never mind. I know.
I don't know who you are, kid. But if you know about my family, then you should also know that I haven't forgotten them. 98 cents out of every dollar I make goes home to them. Everything I do is for them, and you can take that to the bank.
Oh, yeah? What about the way you come on to Carol?
Oh, kid, this coming on, as you call it, is the only way to make it on the big stem. Along the alley, you gotta shine and rattle. Flatter ladies, dazzle them. Get them interested in you, so you then can get them interested in your songs.
It sounds like more blarney to me, and it still doesn't explain what you did to Carol.
Listen, kid, the songs Lily Barton sings are instant hits. Now, that's money in the bank back home. Shoes for my kids, nice things for my wife. For 7 years, she worked to support us so I could be out here peddling my songs. So I figure I owe her, you know what I mean? The only question is, why should I care enough about what you think to be telling you all this?
Maybe it's because we're both Irish.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's because I just want somebody to understand before I go marching off and get shot at. If it ever happens.
We'll fight, all right. My God, how could I forget? And the date. Today's the day it happens. Mr. Rourke was right. A little Blarney, my own, can make things work out for all of us.
Who's Rourke? What, are you cracking up, kid?
Oh, not yet. But you hang on to your hat, Jeremy, my lad, while I do a little coming on to my own.
How dare you tell me I can't sing tonight?
It's the war, Miss Burton.
Oh, what's the war got to do with it? It's not our war anyway.
Oh, lovely lady. I wish that were true. Madam, I speak for the President of the United States. And it's his wish that you board a train for Washington, D.C. at once and sing at a patriotic rally to be held at the White House. Believe me, we are at war. Boy!
Extra! America declares war. Read all about it.
Right.
You. Extra, extra! War declared!
Oh, we are at war.
Please, madam. The President's waiting.
Sergeant, what are you waiting for? Train station.
Dan, it's no use.
Why not?
Lily Burton has never missed a performance in her life.
Look, believe me, she's gonna miss this one.
Oh.
Look, Carol, you can't run away just because you feel disappointed. You've got a beautiful voice, and you're gonna make it. But you gotta be willing to take a chance. I got a gut feeling this is your night. If you'll let it be.
It's crazy. But all right. Let's go.
Let's go.
Big moment's coming up, pal.
Yeah.
Tell me something, kid. How come you copied off my songs?
Because you're a scatterbrained nincompoop who'd lose them if I didn't. They're worth saving and getting published.
You are learning a bit of the Blarney, kid. And I hope you're right.
I'm right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lily Burton will not sing for us tonight.
She was supposed to sing my song.
What happened to the luck of the Irish?
Oh, just wait, guys. Come on.
In Miss Burton's place, Miss Carol Bowen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the song I intended to sing is a beautiful composition by Mr. Jeremy Todd. But instead, as our country marches off to war, let it be to the stirring music of another one of America's favorite composers, Mr. George M. Cohan.
How'd you pull it off so neat, kid?
Nothing you wouldn't have done if you'd have thought of it.
Over there, send the word over there, that the Yanks are coming, the drums humming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer, send the word over there. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over there. Or die, a real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July.
I just wish I had a little more time to get to know you better.
What do you mean?
Hey, and I got a little carried away today. We went down and enlisted.
Yeah, we did.
the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave.
I was going to wait until after the show, but I might as well ask you now. See that my family gets that, will you?
Sure.
The address is right there. Once we settle this little squabble, I'm going to go back home, get a regular job. You look me up, you hear?
I'll do that.
I don't know what it is about you, kid. Listen, if you get around to enlisting, try the 69th New York. With a name like O'Dwyer, you'll be a sergeant in no time. See you in the trenches.
See you.
But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on that grand old flag.
Time to go, Mr. O'Dwyer.
So long, you damned Irishman.